Good evening, and thank you for joining me on Black News Tonight. I'm Marc Lamont Hill. A grand jury in Texas has declined to indict 8 jailers over the in-custody death of a black man who died while struggling with detention officers. Marvin Scott III died on March 14th. The grand jury found no probable cause to charge the jailers with a crime, even though Scott's death was ruled a homicide in April. A medical examiner found Scott died of, quote, fatal acute stress response while struggling with officers who were trying to detain him. The examiner also said Scott was recently diagnosed with schizophrenia, and his family believes he was going through a mental health crisis at the time of his arrest. Portland police officers will no longer prioritize low-level traffic infractions. They hope the change will improve public safety, but also increase equity. Under the directive, officers are advised to no longer stop motorists for minor offenses. That includes expired tags, broken headlights, and other harmless, quote, equipment issues. Portland's mayor says the move will help reduce the number of people of color who are disproportionately impacted by traffic stops. Officers will now focus their time and resources on traffic violations that actually threaten public safety. Portland's traffic violations change comes as new figures reveal that black people are more likely to die in traffic accidents. Black people experienced the largest increase in traffic deaths last year, more than any other racial group, even as Americans drove less due to the pandemic. One of those deaths was 11-year-old Monica Goods in New York. It happened back in December. A New York State trooper pulled Goods' father over for speeding, and during the stop, her father became scared and drove away. Trooper Christopher Baldner chased the vehicle. He rammed it several times. The vehicle then hit a guardrail, and the child, Monica, was ejected from the vehicle. Goods' mother has since filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the state of New York. The state's Attorney General's office is also investigating the incident. Vanessa Bryant and the family of the 7 others killed with Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi in a 2020 helicopter crash have agreed to settle a lawsuit against the helicopter company. The terms of the settlement are confidential and they still need to be finalized, but the important detail here is that Vanessa Bryant and the family sued Island Express Helicopters. Federal transportation safety officials said that the pilot of the company likely had an episode of, quote, spatial disorientation. The NTSB says the pilot went against federal guidelines by flying into the fog. Chaos erupts during a school board in a wealthy Virginia town. It was supposed to be a routine meeting to close out the school year, but as happens a lot these days, it turned into a debate over critical race theory. Hundreds of parents were in attendance last night, many there to accuse the schools of teaching their kids that racism in America is structural and systemic. The board denies that. The evening quickly devolved. It quickly grew heated, the conversations. Parents from both sides of the aisle chimed in to the conversation.
Would you not teach what happened during World War I or World War II or the American Revolution? No, you wouldn't. We need critical race theory because we need real history.
When I heard that teachers and students were having critical race theory shoved down their throats and the young white kids were being told that there was something wrong with them because of the color of their skin, I became very concerned.
Very concerned. Several teachers and education experts say they worry that rules banning CRT or placing limits on how to talk about racism generally could have a chilling effect on efforts to teach Black history, including the legacy of slavery and race relations. Rhode Island Democratic Senator Sheldon Whitehouse didn't really want to engage a question about his ties to an exclusive beach club. The senator's family has long belonged to the Bailey's Beach Club. For many years, they've been there. And when asked last Friday if the club has any non-white members, here's what the senator had to say.
Back in 2017, you had expressed concerns about the membership of the all-white Bailey's Beach Club, said that you hoped it would become more diverse. Now, your family's been members, your wife is one of the largest shareholders. Has there been any traction in that? Are there any minority members of the club now?
I think the people who are running the place are still working on that, and I'm sorry it hasn't happened yet.
Do you have concerns in 2021? I mean, obviously it's been 4 years. You had remarks on the floor following the deaths of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd saying, hoping to root out systemic racism in the country. Your thoughts on an elite, all-white, wealthy club, again, in this day and age? Should these clubs continue to exist?
It's a long tradition in Rhode Island, and there are many of them. And I think we just need to work our way through the issues. Thank you.
Senator Whitehouse, we must work our way through the issue. There's a long history. He said a whole bunch of nothing. Let's be very clear. Let me pause and tell y'all a little something. First of all, Monday night, he told reporters on Capitol Hill that the club informed him that it does, in fact, have, quote, diversity of membership. That means, to be clear, that there's all kinds of white people in the club. Tall white people, short white people. There's Irish white people, there's Russian white people, all kinds of white people. Very, very diverse white club. But here's the issue. Fundamentally, this shows you the hypocrisy of many white so-called liberals. They talk a good game. They'll take a knee. They'll wear some kente cloth. They'll say they support racial justice. They'll grandstand about Breonna Taylor or George Floyd. They'll talk about how racist Trump is. That's easy. That's low-hanging fruit. But what do you do when the rubber meets the road? What do you do when your theory has to turn into practice? Sometimes the best politics to identify somebody by, it's not how they vote, although that's important. It's not what they say, although that certainly matters. It's what their personal politics looks like. What does it mean to be feminist if you're not feminist in your lives and relationships, brothers? What does it mean to say that you support LGBT rights, but when you're in that locker room or that frat house, what are you saying? What are you doing? And what does it mean to be a white liberal who says all the right stuff on race? They love black people, but they can never seem to find one worth hiring. They got all these white friends in Congress, but none of them been to their house. You ain't got none in your real life. And they talk a good game about racial inclusion, but you are part of a club that has a long history of racial exclusion. So you say, well, there's a long tradition. The long tradition is white supremacy. And when you said they're working their way through it, it means they're going to do it when their hand is forced. So save me the platitude. Save me 49 seconds of talking garbage and not saying nothing. Sir, if you're really about this racial justice life, you're going to have to prove it. Because right now, to quote a great philosopher, you need more people. Here on B&T, we have been covering the recent developments about the University of Pennsylvania's anthropology department, keeping the human remains belonging to the Move family. Tree Africa was one of the children from the Move family, which of course was bombed in May of 1985. Well, last Wednesday, her mother, Consuela Dotson Africa, a longtime Move member, passed away at age 67. She tested positive for coronavirus, but according to her doctors, stress was a deteriorating factor. We want to wish the Move family our sincerest condolences.